Hi guys, welcome to Adulis Capital. My name is Dejene Hodes and I am the founder. But today is not a regular program. I wanted to talk to you about this gap year program that I went on that truly changed my life, my perspective, and is impacting me even to today when I'm back in Ethiopia doing my own businesses. I have a tourism company in Ethiopia. I'm trying to do a lot of startup stuff in Ethiopia, but I wanted to take a time today to say thank you, to show my appreciation, to also let them know, because I don't know if, founders of Aardvark know that, pretty appreciative of their company, the program, and what I went through in Israel. So today would be all about that. So just to give you a background information, I was studying in the U.S. High school, and I never really thought about going to Israel for a year. Like, that was never my plans. My plans were to graduate from high school, go to engineering school, work for a few years, and then come back to Ethiopia. But my last year of high school with my school from Dallas, Texas, we went on March of the Living. So when you go on that, you spend a week in Poland going through the Holocaust camps and learning about the Holocaust and everything, World War II. And also then we spent a week in Israel afterwards, which very different vibe. The other one was kind of sad and everything, and horrific stuff that went on. And then in Israel, it's a complete opposite. It was the joy, it was the happiness, it was all the beauty of Israel and everything. I went back to the U.S. and I was having a conversation with my father, and I said, my friends are lucky. They get to go to Israel next year, and just having a normal conversation. He said, if you want to, you could try. So I looked into it. I looked into a bunch of programs, and Aardvark happened to be a perfect fit for what I wanted to do. So that's why I'm doing this video today. And so what I ended up doing is, Aardvark is a gap year program in Israel that provides kind of catered also programs, and half a year in Jerusalem, half a year in Tel Aviv, where you get to experience the full Israel. And so I spent half the year in Jerusalem, the first half of the year, doing religious study. The second half of the year, I was in Tel Aviv, mostly volunteering, going to the beach, hanging out, getting an immersion into the Israeli community, hiking on the weekends with friends. Then I went back to the US and I was in engineering school. And, around the end of the year, I realized, I hadn't really properly thought about what I wanted to do. So quite ended up quitting my school. And then I came back to Ethiopia to start my startup journey and do my business. And slowly, ironically, I started a travel agency in Ethiopia. And then as soon as, Debbie and Simon heard about it, which are the founders of Aardvark, they decided to send some of the kids to Ethiopia because they wanted to come to Ethiopia with their kids, the other program kids. And, they didn't really have a connection with people here and stuff. So, and Ethiopia is pretty tough to travel to. So when I came back and I had my own company here, they decided to send. So then I get to show my country, which I love so much, which our programs are usually around the Jewish and Israel experience of the Ethiopian Jews that went to Israel. So we get to straight from when they come from Israel, we go to Gondar, which is where the Ethiopian Jews lived, and that's when they were taken from Ethiopia with, Operation Moses and Operation Solomon, and then since then there's always a few going every month, even right now. So they get to experience that. We get to do prayers with them, with the community. We get to, talk to them, hang out with them. And then then we also get to tour Gondar, of course, capital city for Ethiopia for over 200 years, a while ago. And with amazing castles, nothing like it in Africa or anything like that, the whole compound of castles. And then we go up to the Semi Mountains, which is UNESCO heritage site for, as a park where we get to, visit amazing sightseeing, hang out with the Chelada baboons that are only found up there. And it's a great lunch, hang out, get to know each other, and the beauty of Ethiopia and everything. And then on the third day, we get to go to Lalibela, which is a holy site. The whole thing was trying to build a second Jerusalem in Ethiopia, which has 11 churches, each carved out of solid rock about 800 years ago, done by hand and everything. So, it's so impressive that people, can't believe it was done by humans. And then when we come back to Addis, that's when we get to, walk around a little bit more chill than before, because the other ones are sightseeing to event. But then when we get back to Addis, we get to, one of the things that we do is go to my house, which is my dad's house, and we, my dad gets to talk to them about what he does, the NGO, how he adopted me and everything, and how he's been working with the Jewish community for over 30 years now. And all that stuff, and the stuff that he does now, which is a nonprofit saving lives all over the world, sending patients and cases from Ethiopia to doctors around the world to back, which is what I had, heart, cancer, everything. The next day we have a meeting with the Israeli ambassador to Ethiopia, where he explains to them the political and what's going on and what Israel is doing in Ethiopia and what they would like from Ethiopia. So that's a great way for them to ask somebody, an Israeli, direct about Ethiopia and what they just saw and everything that they heard about Ethiopia and Israel. A great closing. Then usually, we go around the city, shopping, the museums, everything like that. It's a great journey so far. I've amazing feedback from everybody. They're happy, they enjoyed it.
So how do you like Ethiopia?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. How's the food?
The food is amazing.
It's amazing and beautiful.
It's amazing. What's your favorite part? The scenery?
Jewish people.
The Jewish people? Oh, the Jewish community and the food.
Yeah, what about the Jewish community?
It's just very interesting to see a Jewish community that I've never seen before.
And almost a lot of people say they want to come back and do a more comprehensive tour of Ethiopia, which is amazing. But this whole video, I'm going to try to keep it short, is about, thank Aardvark for, the year in Israel mainly. And then from then, even the past 4 years, sending kids to Ethiopia so I can show them this beautiful country. Collaboration with me, that's another amazing thing. I want to thank them. Simon and Debbie, amazing people. And Aardvark community is amazing. So just want to say thank you. Appreciate everything you've done. And I hope that, keep going together. We keep showing the beauty of Ethiopia to Israel, to the US, to the Americans, to everybody. So thank you very much. My name is Dejene Hodes from Adulis Capital and Dejene Ethiopia Tours.